while back I did a video on a little 6-inch battery operated chainsaw. I thought that was small. You know you can go even smaller? Here's a 4-inch. We're going to go through this. I'm going to demonstrate it coming up. I'm Roger, welcome to the shop, and this was provided to me by this company, and there will be a link in the description if you'd like to purchase one of these to test and demonstrate this little, and I do mean little, 4-inch battery operated chainsaw. Have I tried to cut anything yet with it? No, I just got the batteries charged, and I'll show you what comes in the case. This thing is actually, it's pretty neat, and it's very light. So it's 21 volt max lithium ion 2 amp hour batteries. You get 2 of them. They flip on and off, and no, it doesn't swap with DeWalt or Milwaukee or Makita or any of those. They're proprietary, of course. And my other saw is a Salati, and the batteries don't swap there either because I already looked just to find out. So as I said, it comes with 2 batteries. Got a wall wart charger. You cannot charge the battery if it's attached to the chainsaw because the port is right up here at the top. So I think that's a good safety feature, really. So I have both of the batteries charged, and a little jack there plugs in and out. Of course, it comes with a plastic case. You get a user manual in English and I assume Chinese because I don't read those symbols. And you get a little pair of really cheesy safety glasses. But you should wear good safety glasses anyway. Protect your eyes. Get a pair of gloves, which obviously won't fit me, but they would probably fit women or people with smaller hands, or give them to the kids to play with. Comes with a spare chain, a spare chainsaw bar, and honestly, this is the smallest chainsaw bar I've ever seen. And you know it's for a chainsaw because it says so on it. Yeah. Then you get a couple little tools. You get this little wrench for loosening this nut here for adjusting the chain. And you get a little screwdriver to adjust the chain. To do that, you would loosen this nut right here a little bit. Actually, it's already loose. There's a little port right next to the chainsaw bar. Safety first here, take the battery out of that. Within this little port right here is a screw, and this is where you would tighten your chain. And you want to have just a little bit of play on it. About like so. You don't want it flopping way down, but you don't want it on there super tight either. And incidentally, a chainsaw chain will stretch as you use it. And once it gets broken, you're going to have to tighten the chain again. And that's not just these chainsaws, any chainsaw. So once you get that set, you just tighten this little nut back up again with this tool. You have a guard on here. Now this does not self-oil. You'll need to oil the chain with some oil. Obviously, bar and chain oil. It's good, 3-in-1 oil, some type of oil. Flip the battery on. There's a little button on the side here. You cannot press this trigger till you press this button. This also has an LED light on the front of it. If you're sawing at night, I guess. I don't know. So let's take this outside and play with it a little bit. Get a little lube on the chain, and I'm going to use chain lube. that was actually fun. I am impressed with this little guy. As I mentioned earlier, taking the battery off to be safe here, that chains will stretch. And as you can see here now, I've got play there. So I'll need to tighten this chain up. There again, just take the little wrench, loosen the nut, the screwdriver down into the little port, turn that screw until your chain is tight. It helps if you put the screwdriver in the screw. That back up there so it's snug again, but not too tight. I may have gone a little too far there. A little bit. Looks good. And there again, you will need to keep the chain oiled. And one thing that's nice to use is actual, what they call chain and cable lube, because it's a heavier type oil that will not sling all over the place like a, WD-40 would or something like that. But I am very impressed with this little guy. As I said, I'm impressed. So if you got anything out of this little demo video, and this is going to get a lot of use here later on once some of the mud dries up out there. If you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up, always helps the channel. There again, this was provided to me to test and demonstrate. There'll be a link in the description if you'd like to get one. Comes in a nice little plastic case too. I'm Roger in the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. I'm going to go play.